on my way to work, so I'm not going to be looking at you. But I wanted to share something about how the envelope system and the sinking funds is working for me. So I have two different types of envelopes. I have the envelopes for variable expenses, which is like the money I need for the week, like groceries, cat food, gas money, that kind of stuff. It's variable because while I have an idea of how much I want to spend, sometimes it's more and sometimes it's less. And then I have my sinking funds, and that's the money that I'm saving up for bigger expenses. Obviously, there's the emergency fund. I have a vet fund. We have 11 cats. Car fund for maintenance, oil changes, repairs, tires, things like that. There's one for Haley Shire, which is our house, because, when you own a house, you have expenses. A garden sinking fund, because that stuff is expensive and it adds up and it's important to me. I have one for bucket list. Right now there's a hole in the bucket. But we have a bucket list and we'd like to do things and go places, and that costs money. I don't have one for Christmas. I might. I've had one for Halloween, which happens to also be our anniversary. And we would like to do something for that. We always downplay that one. But it would be nice to do something and go somewhere, like Halloween, right? So what I did this week in particular, and I'm probably gonna do from now on, is when I have money left over in my variable expenses. So I had money left over from my cat envelope, cat food, kitty litter, that kind of thing, and money from groceries. I took all that money out and I transferred it over to my other cat envelope, which is for the vet. But I will, for other reasons, I will transfer that money to other sinking funds as needed, and I can always move those around as needed. Our outside black fur kitty, Phantom, is going to the vet today. He has not been doing well, and outside cats, right? It's hard to get them, but he is the most affectionate one. He started out being extremely aloof, but now he's very affectionate. But he doesn't look good. He's not big and thick and chunky like the rest. And there's something going on with the back of his legs, and I don't know if it's because he scratched himself, another cat scratched him, flea related, and he's licked the fur off. I don't know. We're gonna find out. He's been wheezing. He's got issues. So I transferred the money from my cat food fund over. I also transferred money from my groceries over. And I put $20 from my budget this week into the envelope. So I have $139 cash available to take him to the vet today. Hubby is going to do that. Ooh, I slipped a little. And then I gave him the debit card for the balance. And the debit card is connected to my savings account, which is where I've been putting my money for the emergency fund. I know a vet is not an emergency if you make an appointment and you plan for it, but this is where we are right now. The bonus is, or the benefit, the good thing about this budget, I don't have to use my credit card because I've been preparing. Like, we knew this was coming up. Same thing, I have a dentist appointment coming up on the 15th that I have been putting money aside weekly since, I made the appointment back in November. So when that happens, it doesn't hurt. Well, it will, but it won't hurt my budget. Anyway, that's how I am using my envelopes. I hope that was useful or helpful to you. If you find yourself in a pinch, you have an upcoming planned expense divided by how many paychecks you get. So for me, it's a weekly paycheck. So say I have something coming up in 2 months, I will divide the amount it's going to cost by the number of weeks, and that's how much money I put aside each week to cover that expense when it happens. All right, then. I'll talk to you later.